everybody, my name is Snowflake. Well, that's what you know me as, Snowdrop. Other names, my name is really Melody. Not, yeah, so many names actually. So, and you know me as Never Too Old for Lego, Fluffy Ears. I haven't done any videos on that yet. But I haven't done a video in a while, and this I'm going to do an experiment with compost, with rabbit poo. Yes, that sounds weird. And knotweed, and some other plants like dead leaves and some grass, and to make compost. And you leave it for a few days and it's in the middle. And I'm going to show you how to do this. And by the way, you may want to wait till the end of part 2 until you can start doing this, if you want to copy this, because we don't know if the knotweed will take over, so the compost. So you may want to wait till part 2 to show what it looks like when it's done. And if it hasn't taken over, you're lucky, because you can do it. So it's like, don't do it too fast. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to break these down in a fun way. So you can do that. Ow! And then, or you could do it through double action. You could do it the not fun way. Right, so I'm going to carry all these down and show you what the thing looks like. So we're going to need knotweed, but you can use anything. We've used dead knotweed to go on the bottom to soak up the wet rain. You can use twigs or whatever you like. We've used knotweed, as I explained. Yes, I'm that kid who said we gotta cut. I did that in my first video. I'll probably leave a link down there below to do this, so you can see that. It's a clown mask video. I was very young, and yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to place these on the bottom. I don't know if you can see. I'll back out the camera for a minute. There's a knotweed on the bottom. We have used chicken wire here. Chicken wire by the side of the bed. We took this bed upside down. This is my very, very old bed. We had nothing to use it for. Mum thought we could use it for compost. So we're going to use that as our keeping it in. We have got some hay at the back because we're cooking that up. The sun steams it. And we've got something over there full of hay. I'm going to show you what to do. Okay, so the thing is, can you get me back in the camera then, Mum? Alright, so you're going to need a pair of gloves. So I'm going to put those to the side for a minute. Alright, what you're going to do is, you can't just lay these like that. Alright, so what you want to do, I probably need my gloves for this. Our gloves. Nice and curly. I hope the wind's not attracting my voice away from the camera. You just tear off these branches and chuck them in there. You get what I mean? Sometimes if the branches are too long, you're going to need to snap them. The wrong branch. Or you could just do this. Yeah. Okay. Well, alright, so what you want to do, you want to do that. Alright, and then get them again. Cut them like short. And chuck them in. That's what you want to do with the rest of them. And probably put a few in, not too many. Mum, could you get the camera and like have a zoom up on there? So you know what it looks like. You want to leave some spaces for the soil so the things can soak in. Yeah, so that. We've used chicken wire, like I said, and some string to tie it together. Alright, so now we're going to get to do the layering of the greens and the leaves. Is that right, Mum?
Apparently you use greens and browns, and you're meant to use more browns than greens. So
yes, and you use rabbit poo, so do that.
Well, we are, because we've got rabbits. So
well, we've got about 9 of them right now. Yeah, so there's a lot of poo.
So we're going to come back and start layering it, and you've got to water it as you layer it as well. So
and we've got 4 years old hay and poo here, so we're going to use that of rabbit poo.
To make some nice compost.
Yes.
And we're going to grow some organic vegetables later on.
Yeah, so our rabbit poo may look a bit so do you know what I'm saying? So I'll come back in a minute. So my mum is putting the green grass over there. So you may have less greens than browns. You may have more browns than greens. So you know, if you know what I mean. So we have got some here. I'm going to show you an example. We have got tall grass and we're using that. So you can use short grass, whatever you like. You can mow your lawn, whatever, and use it for your soil. I'm just going to show you what it looks like. So that's what it looks like. I'm going to be using some of this. I couldn't chop out all of them, so I chopped up some. This is what it looks like long. You can use long if you want. We got some over here. Alright, so, but first what you want to do is you want to put in your brown stuff. So I'm going to do that across.
We need that one, Sweet Pea, I think.
That one, okay. I'm going to first put that in and then I'm going to show you what it looks like after. Okay, so what I've got here is I've got something to break it down with. And what I put in here is apples, dead apples. We've got an apple tree, so we put some of these in. We have got sawdust, hay, rabbit poo, dead leaves so far. Some fresh leaves in there because we managed to grow some of those up in there. But by accident pull some up. And we got some fresh grass here. But what you want to do is you want to just break it up. Like mash it up. Right. You don't want plastic in there, by the way, guys. You can put cardboard in there. You do not want plastic because it's bad for the soil. So you do not want climber in here because otherwise it will grow, and you do not want that to operate like ivy. Right, so there we go. So that's what I meant. Alright, and now I'm going to put in the grass. I'll probably re-record this. Can we? Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to put this down for a minute. I'm going to get my cutted ones and just spread them across. Like that. Then we got some of these, so just... I know that's not a lot so far, but we have got...
Oh, hang on, we're going to put water on.
Oh, Mum. So now you want to water it with the browns. After this, I'll show you... We've got a little watering thing, and after this, I'll show you to put the greens in. So just water it as much as you can. You don't want to water it too much, otherwise it will break the soiling. So just watch how much my mum is putting in.
I'm going to put some other videos on here in case I'm not doing it right, so
Yeah.
so just for you to look at.
Yeah, so we'll leave some links below. Even if you do grow in there, knotweed, Japanese knotweed, it doesn't matter. You could pull it out very easily. So, yeah. So that's that, and I'm going to show you put the grass in. So you can then water it again after you put the greens on. That's what it should look like. Our thing's not working properly, so Mum has to do that. We haven't got much water in there, as you can see.
We get lots of rain here in Wales anyway, so...
Yeah, we'll probably get watered mostly. You better water it every 5 days. You don't want to water it too much. So what you want to do is you want to, after you put the greens on, right here, you want to... Hiya!
We're doing a bit of gardening, are you, Frank?
Oh, you're up for that?
We're doing some composting.
Oh,
We're going to do some organic gardening.
Alright, so after you put the greens on, you want to put, I've got 2 buckets here, and you want to put some more browns on top of that. So we're going to do that. Ugh. Just rub it across. Got 2 buckets here, so if that doesn't do, we'll have to get some more. After you've done that, maybe that might not spread around, so all you have to do is just spread that around with this. Got some worms in this one, so, you know, so it doesn't matter if you have bugs in there because they have to break it down for you. We need to get some more, I think.
Yeah, we'll get some more. So the show it's done, shall we?
Yep.
Brilliant.
So,
Okay.
be back to you in a minute. So that's what it should look like after you filled it up. We're nearly done that. We're going to water it, but we're not going to bother recording that. Oh wait,
Just give it a bit of water.
we're not
It's
going
going to rain anyway.
Yeah, it started raining today, but it finished, and yes, that thing's not working good. But to show you what it looks like properly.
I mean, this is an experiment, so we need to wait and see what happens.
Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Hopefully I'll be doing more art videos. Look forward to that. I've been quite busy with No Tour for Lego, so I may not do as many as I should be doing. But, you know, it's been ages since I've done one, and I revealed my face. And, yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and bye. I hope your compost grows really well.
Okay, so I'd like to show you some information on Japanese knotweed. I came across this amazing website and this book and this amazing author a while ago, and I've now just purchased the book. I'm going to show you in a minute. So it's called www.invasiveplantmedicine.com. I think we really need to look up on our history on what medicines our ancestors used to treat illnesses. I mean, their diet, if you look at it, was very healthy, organic food, and now we've got this problem with GMO food, and even Prince Charles is saying that this is bad for us. So I think we need to sort of research it and look into it. So anyway, so Timothy Lee Scott, and this is the book, and I've just ordered this book, and I'm really excited about getting this book because last year I actually came across stinging nettle cure for asthma, and my daughter and I both came off our inhalers last year by just drinking stinging nettle tea, and it was amazing. So for 2 months, we had these fresh stinging nettles outside in the garden, we managed to come off the inhalers. The problem we had was when they stopped growing, we couldn't use them, and also the dried stinging nettle isn't as good as the fresh one. But anyway, I'm trying the dry one, but it still hasn't got that strength like the fresh stinging nettle has got. So it's worth trying out these things. So I'm going to show you another part of this. Let's have a look here at Tim Scott. So this is about him here. Timothy Scott. Timothy Scott is an acupuncturist, herbalist and writer with a master's degree in traditional Chinese medicine. Now, Chinese medicine, we don't know a lot about this in the UK. You know, you get sick and you go to the doctors. You don't really think about, you know, your diet, what you're eating that's making you ill, but you always automatically go and see a doctor, which I think this is where we're going wrong. So I really am excited, as I said, about getting this book, and I can't wait. I'd really want to link up with this this amazing man and share knowledge and see what we can do to actually protect this plant and harvest it. And I want to sort of like look into what people are saying about the damages it does, because I mean, we've had Japanese knotweed in our garden for a long time, and it's still in the back garden, it's not in the front garden at all. We've got 2 parts of the garden, and you know, it's very good for bees. This plant is so good for the bees. It's good for the soil, it cleans the soil, it gives oxygen to our air, you know, so we can breathe. and medicines, the medicines, the cures this plant can, the illnesses this plant can cure is really worth looking at. Apparently, Lyme disease is one illness that this plant helps, and so research really needs to be done into this, and to actually look at what the UK is doing with regards to, it's very anti-child and family, it's not child and family friendly, so and I can prove this with evidence from Dr. Judith Reisman, who's got a PhD and works at the Law University out in the USA. She was a witness to corruption by academic paedophiles, so we can prove corruption here in the UK. And and we have to ask, why are they really wanting to get rid of this Japanese knotweed plant, this amazing healer? What is their real reason? Because I don't think it's to do what they're saying it is. So I think we need to research it and not just believe what they're saying. I mean, what have they done for us? They haven't done anything good for us. We need to research what they're doing, and as a taxpayer, you should be actually looking at what the government's doing for the people and the children and questioning it if they're not doing their job. Right, I've gone onto YouTube to research Japanese knotweed, and here you can see, look, they've put it down as like a real problem, blah blah blah, and how it's damages houses, and a load of rubbish. I don't believe it. So let's see here. I mean, it's easy to rip out the soil. You can, dig it up, and I'm sure you can get rid of the root. I mean, why not just use the root for actually curing Lyme disease and other illnesses rather than killing it? It just seems absolutely uneducated. So here we have the video here of Timothy Scott.
Hi, I'm Timothy Scott, the author of Invasive Plant Medicine. I'm here to talk about my favorite plant here, Japanese knotweed. This is really my favorite plant, and it's the plant that sort of instigated this whole journey into writing a book. And I got to know Japanese knotweed many years ago when I first started treating Lyme disease, and learned from Stephen Buhner that this was the most important herb to use in the treatment of Lyme disease. Since then, I've learned many things about the plant, not only how it's helping humans heal from disease, but also how it helps rehabilitate lands where it lives and helps clean the environment for us and helps protect these areas that have been disturbed by human development and pollution. So it's a very important plant, and there's a good reason why it grows here and flourishes where it does.
So here we have this YouTube one. He says, Japanese knotweed, a food medicine teacher and herbal healer, and return to nature skills. It's worth looking at this video here. And he's asking, why are they spending billions of dollars, because they're in the USA, getting rid of this plant? I mean, the UK, they've actually released an awful insect to kill this plant. I mean, that is so dangerous. What else is it going to kill? And why do they want to kill this plant? And I mean, when you look at the fracking, they want to frack our houses, and this plant could actually protect us by cleaning the soil, and they're getting rid of this plant. Doesn't it, raise questions?
You have billions of dollars being spent to eradicate this plant, and the question is why? Why are we spending so much money trying to get rid of a plant that perhaps has come here as a resource, perhaps has an intelligent plan, and has come here to offer us something? And so what we're discovering is the offering is that, oh my God, it's really good for Lyme's disease. Okay, a really prevalent disease that we have going on right here. So perhaps we should look at it as this plant showed up on the scene as a hero to treat Lyme's disease. And if we had a medical system that really reflected nature, then we probably would be like, wow, look, a solution is being posed by nature for
So
us.
it's talking about, it's a cure for Lyme disease.
This is one of the herbs
I
that
think in this video here he mentions arthritis. I need to try and find it.
has these kind of teardrop-shaped seeds. So resveratrol is a profound anti-inflammatory. So when we have inflammatory diseases, they all end with itis. So Who knows of the itis disease?
Appendicitis.
What else? Arthritis.
So they just said arthritis. So basically, this plant can help arthritis. So I think we need to test it out. Awful, dreaded beetle they've let loose in the UK. You know, to kill the Japanese knotweed. You know, once it kills all the Japanese knotweed, it's going to kill everything else, I would presume. So I think this is really bad.
And there are papery sheets.
You can find Japanese knotweed recipes. This lady's on here with she's used it in a salad.
I don't usually bother peeling Japanese knotweed if it's super young and tender, but these were a little further along,
dessert,
so I couldn't
like
peel them.
Strawberry and,
so what can you do with Japanese knotweed? Well, it tastes
dessert.
both pleasantly sour and has kind of an earthy green flavor on top of that. You can add it to salads raw
it's
for
like
lemony flavor and juicy
lemony
crunchiness.
rhubarb flavour.
You can use it in any recipe that calls for rhubarb.
Here you go.
You could go in a savory direction and turn it into a pureed soup or sauce.
So you can use it sweet
or
or
go
sour.
sweet, as I did with this wild strawberry and
There you go.
knotweed sorbet,
I mean, I'd love
garnished
to
with
try
violet
that.
flowers that are
That's
in bloom at the same
lovely.
time.
So there you go. I'd love to hear your thoughts on Japanese knotweed, and you know, if you find this interesting, if you'd like to try some cures. I mean, I'm trying to contact herbalists to find out if they've actually got any Japanese knotweed that they use to cure people. I'm sure they do, because I've actually seen bottles of it, so I'm going to show you now. Here's one of many herbal remedies, Japanese knotweed, 100 capsules here, but there's loads of them, and you know, it's a Chinese herbal medicine, basically. It's been around for years, but they're trying to kill it off. So yeah, so please leave a comment and tell me what you think, and we'll let you know how we get on with the composting. So speak soon. Okay, bye-bye.
Hello, we're here today at Swansea University. We've blocked the site entrance and there's people on site stopping work on the campus. Swansea University new campus. Tens of millions of pounds in public sector money are being pumped into building a fracking research institute here. We're here to shut it down today as part of Reclaim Power. Yeah, there's a website, go and check it out, and you can vote on who you think is the biggest fracker at Swansea University. There you go, have a good day.
It's my YouTube channel. It's www.youtube.com, user Butterfly Lullaby Limited. I'm not actually trading at the moment because of what these evil people have done to my business. But I mean, I started out writing children's stories, and this is the book launch, Butterfly Lullaby song, and the book launch and show, etc. at the Dylan Thomas Centre in Swansea, Wales. So anyway, there's the video I was talking about, fracking investigation. So it's fracking investigation you need to look for. Let's got information on there, and also you need to go to homeschool education local authorities, and you'll see you know, a lot of evidence against our state school education, and the court case where Dr. Judith Reisman states very clearly that you know, state sex education is beautiful wrong, basically. So I'm whispering because it's early in the morning. So anyway, so that's that. So please do get in touch. There's so many struggling families out there in the UK who are in my situation. I mean, I'm overdrawn. You know, we're not allowed to talk about this. We need to talk about this because you know, so many families like ours that are struggling. I mean, we need to change things. We need to change the banking system. It's all linked. It's all interlinked into what these people are doing about destroying our environment, our children and family life. And yeah, so that's why we need Dr. Judith Reisman, who's got a PhD in law from the Law University from the USA, to come over here and investigate.
Oh, mommy, I love you, yes I do. Oh, oh. Yes, I really do. Do do do. You're the best, you're the best, you're me into the world. Do, 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 ch. On my knee as I do, I love you. Shoo-ba-doo-ah, shoo-ba-doo-ah-ba-bow. Never, never, never too old for let go. Your host melody. Whoa.
Butterfly